So Amazon's Lord of the Rings has had a disastrous reveal. It's not been going very good for the show. In fact, most people from both sides of the aisle seem to think that it's kind of a cheap, ugly show. It does look ugly. It looks too bright. It looks too clean. That's some of the complaints. And I agree with them. I think it looks more like a Game of Thrones show than a Lord of the Rings show. And I'm not the only one saying that. A lot of people are like, I can't figure it out, but there's problems here. But of course, naturally, instead of addressing the criticisms, instead of trying to make people feel better about the show, a lot of the creators attached to the program have decided to come out and call the fans bigots, because that always is the best form of attack, right? That's what you need to do. You need to go after the fans. That'll make everything better. No. You know, they showed everyone this trailer during the Super Bowl, highlighting nothing but new characters and older characters that have been rewritten, like Galadriel, who's now a fighter for some reason, and Elrond turned into a beta. Pretty much swapping them. I don't know what they were doing there, but I mean, well, I do know what they're doing. They're pushing the message, and that's exactly what this show is doing. It's a $1 billion lecture, okay? And a lot of people are noticing this. Both trailers still being downvoted to oblivion. Here's the UK trailer. There are two different trailers. I wanted to highlight that. And still, even on this trailer, the comments are nonstop Tolkien quotes about how evil can't create anything. Evil cannot create anything new. They can only corrupt. And then you go over here to the American trailer, and you see the same thing. 87 likes to 63,000 dislikes. The Amazon Prime UK version actually has a ratio. Not a big one, but it's a ratio. And over here in America, it's getting closer, and I would imagine that it will eventually overtake. Though unless you have the extension, you will never know that, which is why they got rid of the dislike button in the first place. So you would go to this and say, oh, 87,000 likes. People must like it. But you don't see that comment, do you? Or you don't see that there's 63,000 and 64,000 comments. Like, there's a lot of people that are upset with this show. And can you really blame them? People are tired of seeing their franchises get destroyed so that they can push some kind of stupid message, which has kind of been the norm over the past couple of years. It just takes something that's already created, like plop your bullshit into it and put it out because you already are taking an established fan base, and now you're pouring your political bullshit all over it. You're starting to see stuff like this come out. Lord of the Rings beard controversy explained how Rings of Power breaks Tolkien lore. Of course, talking about the fact that this female dwarf should have a beard. But they don't. Nerdrotic made a pretty good point in his video on this when he said, are they just trying to make it so that she's not less attractive than she already is? It's a fair point. What does that say about Amazon Prime? The fact that they're not willing to make her even less attractive by putting the beard on there. Thought that was a pretty good point that he made. Here's a really good example of fans kind of saying, WTF, this is a Forbes article. Tolkien fans are underwhelmed by Amazon's The Lord of the Rings of Power trailer. And, you know, they have just people that are just saying stuff like this. The trailer for the Prime of the Rings just dropped and made it look like someone parodying a CW generic fantasy show. It's a fair point, I believe, actually. Amazon's Lord of the Rings looks like a really bad fan-made trailer. Woo! The comment section on the Rings of Power trailer. Recent fantasy via Amazon, Wheel of Time, and Rings of Power all suffers from too much of everything. Too clean-looking, color grading, too over-the-top, too much questionable CGI. Frustrating. The Lord of the Rings trailer kind of left me feeling cold. It looks too clean. I don't think I'll be watching it anytime soon. Does this look like a bunch of bigots? No. People just are underwhelmed with it. And I think this is going to be a billion-dollar disaster. I really think that Amazon is not going to get what they're looking for. I don't think they're going to get a lot of new Prime members. I think the first week or two you'll see big numbers, but it's going to quickly drop off. Amazon does things the smart way too and releases episodes. I think they do like weekly releases, so you won't see the whole thing drop at once. So it would actually be interesting to know what the numbers are, what their internal numbers are when this show comes out, to see where things are when the show first starts and where it starts, or where it is when it ends. Do a lot of people tune out? And I think that they will. I think that they will tune out. I think a lot of people are just going to laugh at this show and turn their backs on it. I really do, because it's been nothing but a disaster since it launched, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all this. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. They're usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.